How are you doing, everyone? So e.l.f. Eyes, Lips, Face is a company that I have loved for a very long time, and I know that most of you have as well. And this is a video that I've wanted to do for a while, as well as one that has been suggested from some of my fabulous subscribers. These are the products that I find to be the best and the worst at e.l.f. I'm going to go ahead and let's start with the favorites. So these are the products that are in my collection right now that I absolutely think are amazing from e.l.f. I totally adore, I use them often, and things that I really suggest for people to pick up. So e.l.f. is such an affordable company. Even if you find products that you don't love, it's not like you've invested a large amount of money into them. You know, there's products that are $1, $3, $6, and e.l.f. always has amazing sales, so you usually get them for cheaper. Let's go ahead and start with some brushes. So the first brush that I think is the best of the best, I mean, I love a lot of them, but this has got to be my all-time favorite, and then the second one will be my second all-time favorite. This is the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush, and everyone needs this one in their collection. It is $3. This has got to be by far the best cream blush brush, that's a mouthful, that I have tried. It also, I'm sure, would be great for foundation or maybe some cream bronzers. I use it specifically for my blushes, and it just gives the best application. My second favorite is the e.l.f. Kabuki face brush. I believe this is $6, and they have a larger one, but I like this one the best, and it's just so good, not only for like applying if you want to apply your powder or your blush or maybe your bronzer, but I also really enjoy this just to use as a blending tool. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed with like my blush or something, or it's a little too pigmented or a little too dark, and so I really use this to just make sure and get it all blended out so I don't look crazy. If you've been around since the beginning, you know I talked about the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen a lot. I have noticed that since I've been repurchasing them, they seem to be a little different in formulation. They don't seem to last as long. They don't seem to be as pigmented. They're a little bit more watered down. So I have been a tad bummed with the eyeliner pen recently. So that's kind of a bummer. I still think it's a really great tool, and I think it's really great for beginners who are first working with eyeliner. I've just noticed a little bit of a formulation difference. So I still really enjoy it, but it's not a love of mine, unfortunately, anymore. But the liquid eyeliner by e.l.f. has really just come to be one of my favorites. It has a really nice, very thin brush, and it's actually really easy to use as well, so this would also be a great beginner tool, and it's very pigmented. The line itself, you get a really nice, easy line. It doesn't seem to drag or kind of get patchy or anything like that. It is very long lasting. Like, I do notice that I have it all day. Sometimes it will flake off a little bit, but that's usually over many, many hours of wear, so I'm not usually too bothered by that. Finding a bronzer that really is complementary to my very fair skin can sometimes be really difficult. There are times where I want something that is a little bit more stronger, and it's going to be matte, and it's going to be used specifically for contouring. And then there's sometimes where I want to have a bronzer just to kind of liven up my face and make it a little bit more, you know, stand out and just more bronze. Usually during the summer I really like to do that. I have found that e.l.f. Golden Bronzer is one of my favorites. And this is definitely going to be a shimmery product. It is not a matte product, and as you can see, I've hit pan, so it has been very well loved. Could use these colors all separately. I like to just kind of swirl them all together, and I just, not too precisely, just kind of, you know, warm up my face, contour it a little bit when it comes to the shape of how I use the product, but not like a true contour. And I really love it. I think it really helps to brighten up the face. It's shimmery, but it doesn't make your face look like a disco ball by any means. I think it's just really complimentary, and I just really think it's one of the great products from e.l.f. It's very affordable, and you get a ton of product in there, so it will last you a while. An eyeshadow that I really gravitate towards is e.l.f.'s long-lasting lustrous eyeshadows, and these are kind of creamy mousse textured cream eyeshadows, and they are so so neat. I really enjoy them. I use this one on the cruise all the time, and it's just a great formulation. I really like that you can layer the color so you can have it a little bit more sheared out if you want to maybe use it as a base or just a really light wash of color on your lids, or you can really kind of pack this product on either with your finger. I like to use my finger with these kind of products, but you could use a brush and just kind of pack it on, and you can really kind of intensify that color. One of my all-time favorite products from e.l.f. is something that I actually don't see too often here on YouTube, and it is their dollar lip liners. These are just part of their basic collection. They have quite a few shades, if I remember correctly. Most of them are in kind of like the rosy pinks or mauves, but they might have, you know, made more color selection. But, you know, the packaging probably is not the most, you know, impressive by any means. They get dirty really easily. But for what the price is, you get a really great product. They're super creamy. They are really nicely pigmented. You can create a really intense line, or you can use this all over your lips as a really beautiful kind of lipstick color. I pick these up all the time. I love them. The next lip product that I absolutely love, and I know is a love of many people, is the e.l.f. Matte Lip Color. And these are probably one of the first products that I tried that were in kind of the fun, like, stick format, and then, you know, the chubby sticks became huge. And I just love that these are so easy to apply. I mean, you have the nice little just applicator where you just kind of draw it on. It's like a little bit larger than a lip liner, and you can get a really defined look, and you can really, you know, especially deep colors like red. I love this red one, where you are being able to put on a really rich color a lot easier than something that's bigger and you're getting it way beyond the lines and it's just a mess. These are great because they're matte, so you can wear them alone, or you can put a really pretty gloss on it and just kind of oomph it up. And they're long lasting. They have a really great color to them. They're pigmented, and they're so affordable. I love it. Now for the misses. So these are 3 products that unfortunately are a miss for me. Hopefully they work for you if you have them and love them. But these are just ones that are in my collection right now. So the first one is the Complexion Perfection Powder. And I think this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. It makes me happy when I look at it. But I just don't see what it does. To me, it doesn't really do anything. And I am very, very fair, and this leaves a white cast on me. So I can't imagine anyone who has any, you know, darker skin than I have would be able to use this product. It is very, very powdery, and it just all around doesn't really work. I'm gonna try to use it somehow, but unfortunately it was a miss. You know, if you have a suggestion, if you found a way that it works best, let me know. Next is the e.l.f. Minty Lip Gloss. I do really enjoy the scent of this. It smells like mint, and it is really refreshing. It's very pepperminty. Really, really enjoy this. Unfortunately, this one, unlike some of my Buxom mint products and like the Lip Surgeons that have that like menthol in them, this burns my lips. And even if it didn't burn my lips, there's really nothing going on. I've noticed that with e.l.f.'s lip glosses, they're very, very like thin. They're sometimes not sticky, which is good, but sometimes they're just so thin that it's almost kind of like, well, what was the point of that, you know? So I just noticed that even if this wasn't something that burned my lips, that there's just really nothing going on. So not very impressed with this, unfortunately. And then last is the e.l.f. HD blushes. And I've had a bunch of these, and I did pass on quite a few of them because they were just way, way too pigmented. And I noticed that not too long after that, and I hadn't purchased them too far from when I did my whole decluttering of my makeup collection, which I need to do another one of those. But soon after that, this went just totally separated. It is so liquefied that even if this one color that I could use, which was Headliner, it's just totally separated. There's no way to use it. It's just a streaky kind of oily mess. So unfortunately this must have just gone bad really easily, which it went bad super easily because I've had this and it's been like this for quite a few months. So I'm not impressed. Those are all the products that I love and unfortunately do not love. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any products that I really need to try that are new from e.l.f. that are totally amazing, or maybe some ones to kind of steer away from. Push the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!